Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Toy Biz Onslaught series Abomination. Now I'm taking a look at this guy just simply because I've recently picked it up, but also because of the recent Build-A-Figure version, which I do not have, but at least you can actually see this and kind of compare the two if you have seen other reviews for that figure. If I ever do pick that up someday, then I will go ahead and review that. Also, it was part of the Comic-Con set, and it's a Build-A-Figure, so there's a couple of different ways to go ahead and get it. But hopefully from you seeing this review, it'll give you a good idea as to which one you might want to pick up, because they do have very different styles. Now, before I go any further, I just want to mention, if you enjoy unboxings, and I know a lot of you do, I sure do, I have my biggest unboxing yet coming up. The last items that I was waiting on to ship my pile of loot from Big Bad Toy Store just came in stock, like just before I started recording this video. So there's over 30 items on this order. It's huge, and it is the biggest that I've ever had, and it is going to be incredible and should be here within the next couple of weeks or so. Just a bunch of stuff, so go ahead and subscribe and stay tuned to my Instagram. The link is in the description below as to when I'll be getting that video up. That's going to be pretty damn awesome. So as for this figure right here, you get the comic book. As you can see right there, the Incredible Hulk number 25 from whichever series that is. And then we also have on the card backing here a look at everyone else in the line. So I've got this Loki still to review. This Green Goblin has featured in other videos. I've recently reviewed Pyro. I'm going to review Blackheart. I don't have Lady Deathstrike. There is a variant, which you can see on that card backing. Actually, I'll show you again. It has a different face right there that's all kind of like melted and burnt and scarred up, which I really do like the look of that one, and probably actually prefer it more than this one. Now, just to let you know, this guy stands about 8.5 inches tall. He can stand a little bit taller there. As you can see, the legs are kind of spread apart, but there he is next to the Age of Ultron Hulk. So with the legs put together, they're actually about the same size, which is pretty damn cool. As you can see, he's got a lot of bulk to him, got a lot of heft to him, so he definitely is a kind of Build-A-Figure sort of size. Now, detail-wise, he has a few different shades of green going on here. The plastic is actually molded in a very light green, as you can see, and then from where it's been painted, you can see that the hand was obviously like this. It's the same everywhere if you look inside the knees and everything, so it's a very light green that's been heavily shaded over, which is fantastic. So you can see just how much paint has gone into this thing if the whole thing was that colour green. They may as well not have moulded it in that colour. But all of these scales and the lumps and bumps and everything, it just looks fantastic. It's a very awesome, classic looking Abomination. So onto the articulation then, obviously torso-wise, as you can see, this whole thing is pretty solid. So it looks fantastic, but that might be a bit of a downfall if you are into more modern forms of articulation. You can't really do anything with that torso. The head, you can move up and down and left and right a little bit there. It kind of pivots to the side, as you can see, as opposed to just turning flat left and right. Shoulders come out to the side and rotate all the way around. As you can hear, very loud ratchet joint there. That's pretty much the same throughout the entire figure. Pretty much everything is ratcheted on this guy. Rotation right there at the upper part of the arm. You have ratcheted elbows. Don't know if you can hear that. And then you don't have any rotation or anything at the wrist. You simply have this hinge and the hinge at these fingers as well. So you might be able to grab another figure's arm or something like that. Heavily ratcheted waist joint. So you can stop it in these different positions. I honestly would have preferred that to just be a straight swivel right there. Legs come all the way out to the side. Forward, back, rotation at the upper part of the thigh. Double jointed knees, which are very stiff, but they're ratcheted and everything. So this guy's got some good weight to him, some good heft. All these ratchets are going to help this guy stay nice and stood up, especially because of the size of these feet, which do move up and down. He has ankle pivot as well, which is really nice, and a toe pivot too, so you can have him like walking or something, and he's still going to stand pretty well. Just the size of his toes are about the same size as a regular Marvel Legends figure foot. So overall, guys, this figure looks absolutely fantastic. In certain places, you know, where that light green shows through, you'll see it on the elbows again when he comes back round. It doesn't look all that great, honestly, but with all the amount of shading that's gone over the top, you really can appreciate the amount of paint that has actually been used on this figure. There you go, there's that light green. The articulation is good, you can get him in a lot of poses, but obviously not having any kind of a crunch there in the torso, or maybe a nice diaphragm movement or something like a ball joint on there, you know, it's very limited in terms of modern day Legends, but everywhere else it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, the detail in the sculpt is awesome, the size, the weight, you know, those ratchet joints that are going to make this thing nice and sturdy for years and years to come is absolutely awesome. So I definitely do recommend go ahead and picking this thing up. Obviously there's the variant as well, which I think looks even better with that kind of mangled up head. So if you can track one down, I definitely recommend go ahead and picking this thing up. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like. And if you want to see more pictures or anything else from my collection, and to see when I get that unboxing in, check out my Instagram, Homerino123, and the link is in the description below, along with my Twitter. And also for more Marvel Legends reviews, go ahead and subscribe. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.